So I'm ready to cook. We're going to do some couscous salad today. I've got my apron on, my hair's tied up, sleeves rolled up, and my hands are washed. So I'm ready to go. Let's go. Think about the role of water in our couscous salad recipe. We're going to think about what temperature the water needs to be to boil, and we're also going to think about how the couscous absorbs the water to make it light and fluffy. I need stock. Now stock is made with a stock cube and that dissolves into the boiling water. I'm going to boil my kettle and it's only going to finish boiling when it's at 100 degrees Celsius. And it's going to be bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. It's going to go bubble, 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 because that's what boiling looks like. Let's get going. Can you hear it starting to boil? So I'm going to make my stock in this container. It's got millilitres down the side and we need 90 millilitres. Now that is just below 100 millilitres. So 90 is just less than 100. So I'm going to use half a stock cube and I'm going to pour my boiled water. Now you might need someone to help at this bit if the kettle's really heavy or if it's too hot, okay? So we're going to pour and we're going to really carefully try and measure and see if we've got 90 ml, okay? We're going to give that a stir and that stock is going to dissolve inside the water. So the stock cube is going to dissolve. We're going to mix until we can't see any lumps of stock. So the water will change colour and it will look a little bit green, but that's all the flavour. So all the salts and the herbs are all in this stock cube. So that water is going to taste really nice. So once it's all dissolved, we need to add our couscous. Now our couscous is really dry and small and gritty. So we're going to add it to the water, all in. We're going to give it a stir just once. And then we're going to leave it. And what's going to happen is the couscous is going to absorb the water. And the couscous is going to absorb it. And as it does that, it's going to fluff up and become softer and larger in size. While the couscous is soaking up all that water, we're going to prepare all the veggies. So I've got some cherry tomatoes. I know the recipe says half a tomato, but I've only got tiny ones. So I've brought 2 or 3 cherry tomatoes. I've got a bit of cucumber and I'm only going to need 1/4 of the pepper, and I've got 1 spring onion, okay? Now who can remember the 2 holes that I'm going to use to cut and slice all my vegetables? That's right, we're going to use the bridge, where we make a bridge with our fingers and thumbs, and the claw, where we hold from the top and we push down and chop in front of us, okay? So I'm going to do some nice slices of my cucumber. And then, because they're quite large, I might then bridge and cut them in half, okay? And half again. So now they're more salad size. I'm going to do the same with my tomatoes. I'm going to bridge, cut those in half, and then flat side down, cut those in half. So they're making them nice and salad sized. Okay, carry on. Now with the spring onion, the outside layer needs to come off. Boop. Now at that stage, we give that a little wash, okay? Make sure it's nice and clean. And then we take off the bottom and get the slices going up. With the pepper, I'm going to take the top off. So nice strong claw, top off. Seeds. Now we just need to put our hand in, pull those out. Okay? Don't need to be fancy with the knife, just pull them out. Little tap, get rid of all the seeds. Okay, and then we said we just need 1/4. So I'm going to flat side down, in half, and then in half again. So that will be enough for my small portion. If you were making this for a family, you'd double the quantities or even quadruple it and use a whole pepper. Okay? So with the pepper again, bridge and claw so it's nice and small. Okay, I'm going to carry on prepping this, and you might want to check on the couscous. The couscous has now absorbed all the water. I'm going to have to put my fork in there and fluff it up. So my couscous has absorbed all that water and it is really light and fluffy. And I'm just using my fork to give it a stir to fluff it up. I've cut all my veggies, so I've got a nice little pile of tomatoes, cucumber, peppers and spring onions. Now comes the fun bit. I'm going to plate it up so that we can eat it. So I'm going to put couscous in. Make sure it all goes in. That's a horrible noise, isn't it? I'm going to put the tomatoes in. I'm going to put the cucumber in. Peppers. Whoop, and the spring onions. I'm going to give that a nice little stir. It's going to look really colourful, almost like a traffic light salad. I think that looks really yummy. The colours are bright and vibrant and super fresh. So that's now ready to eat. I might put a bit of salad dressing on there, a bit of olive oil, or I might top it with some herbs, maybe some pepper. I could, if I wanted to, bake it. I could do baked peppers with the rest of my pepper. All you do is put the couscous into the pepper, might top it with some cheese, and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And it bakes through, and it's another way to enjoy couscous. Did you guys spot the cheeky bit of science in today's lesson? We had boiling water at 100 degrees. We had dissolve, when the stock cube dissolved into the water. And we had absorption, when the couscous absorbed all the water. Have a think about what's actually happening in your cooking.